Hi Leo, welcome back. Leo, this is going to be your mid-December reading, and let's go ahead and get started. So first card out is the Ace of Swords. So this talks about victory. Oops, I was covering it up with my finger. It's all about getting enlightenment, new information, feeling victorious, or getting, just a new idea about self, about life. And as a Leo, you love new, right? You like to be an active sign, all right? You might be getting some news or some new information during this time period, that puts you in that mode. So we'll see where this goes, Leo. Then you have the planet of Jupiter and the semi-sextile energy here. So the first thing my eyes were drawn to when this card came out was the dice. It's a roll of the dice these next 2 weeks, honestly. I feel like there's a lot of enthusiastic, optimistic energy. It's kind of like a very lucky energy. So, hey, you might want to roll the dice, Not that I'm promoting gambling, but I see that here. It's a possibility of travel. It's wanting to be more in a positive energy, and expanding on what you have going on. And as I say that, you have the semi-sextile here as well. And it's kind of like life encouraging you to see the potentials, to see the potential growth opportunities, especially as we go into 2020. Because I feel like 2019 was like where the seeds were being planted, Leo. And now you're going into 2020 where you're going to see the potential from that. And it gives hope, it gives hope to a new cycle, a new year. And if you have planted good karmic seeds, then there's reward here given to you because of that. And it helps to expand and allow new energy to come in for you, Leo. So, loving it. Let's hope it stays. So, Leo, you have out the Hanged Man in the upright. So that's that gaining enlightenment I was talking about, right? So the Hangman quite literally represents seeing something from a different angle, so gaining perspective. It is not. It's not a forceful energy. It's more of like a come what may type of vibe, right? Two of Swords in the reverse. If you had been a little closed off or very protective, I feel like you're going to be coming out of that energy and, maybe seeing things you didn't see before, feeling things you didn't feel before, gaining insight that you didn't have before. And it's giving you a reason to kind of pause because now you have kind of a different viewpoint, right? On the situation or around self. Eight of Wands in the reverse. I don't feel like this is something that you're communicating about. This is honestly going on a more mental level than anything. So I feel like with the Page of Swords here and then the Five of Swords in the reverse, it's releasing the need to be right. But, this is a big but. That sounded bad. This is a big butt. Now I have a song in my head. I like big butts and I cannot lie. Sorry. Anyways. So, Page of Swords. This is the butt. You have someone here that is quite immature. Quite feisty. Ready to cut someone's head off. That could be your energy. I don't feel it is. I feel it's someone you're dealing with that you have blocked communication with more than likely or will be in mid-December because you don't care to be right. You don't care to fight. You don't care to allow that energy in here. I think, too, the Page of Swords is a good study. You have studied the situation and this person, right? Then you had a bunch of cards come out. Three of Wands in the reverse. Nine of Wands in the upright. The Magician in the reverse. Queen of Cups in the upright. Five of Pentacles in the reverse. Four of Cups in the reverse. Holy cow. Here comes the download. right? So I feel like you are, you know, getting ready to move forward out of this energy, I feel, you know, and the Nine of Wands is talking about no longer wanting to fight. That's what I just said, you know, wanting to avoid that, not wanting confrontation during this time frame. You know, if it's also like not, by not taking part in it, by not fueling that fire, you shut down that situation. Okay, it's like, I'm not going to put my time and energy into this because my time and energy is better spent here or in this direction. You're doing that, and or you're being encouraged to do that, Leo. I feel like with the Queen of Cups here, it's kind of like wearing, you know, not wearing your emotions on your sleeve, okay? There might be times where you have or will emotionally detach or place some emotional distance there, but it's all here. It's a lot of mental energy going on, a lot. You know, but I feel like your heart chakra is open during this time frame. But, you know, discernment's going to be really important here. So watch your temper, for sure. Because honestly, if you do respond in anger during this time frame to whoever or whatever this is resonating with for you, it'll flip all of these cards. It will then create this, a no-win situation. You know, it will allow people in, an energy in, that you have distanced yourself from for a reason. It will manifest a true aloneness, being left out. So watch it. You know, I feel like you're going to do the right thing, Leo. You know, I do. I feel like you're going to kind of step back, turn your back on the situation. But trust me, if someone truly crosses you or gets in this path that blocks your expansion and your happiness, you might cut someone, you know. Like, I don't feel like you're a force to be messed with, you know. And some of you are on the cusp of Cancer and Leo, or may have Cancer in your zodiac chart, because this is really similar to Cancer's reading. Not all of you, but I can definitely see that here. So now, Leo, we're going to go into the person you may be dealing with during this time frame. And the person you might be dealing with is in the Six of Wands. Success. You know, this person wants success or is having some success, or they want some attention here. And then the Page of Cups. So kind of similar to the Queen of Cups. This person is, you might have a friendship connection with them, or a spiritual connection with this person. I feel like this person is turned the opposite way, though. So I feel like for some, they may be offering their cup elsewhere, honestly. For others, it's like they're willing to open up, Leo, but just the teeniest bit. You know, they're not willing to give you the whole enchilada. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if that's the right word, but yeah, because the devil is here. Codependencies, negative thinking, the need to be in control, the dark side, and they might be giving their attention to their darker elements during this time frame. So watch that, you know. And or it's the sense of, like, some of them, you know, are toying with the devil. Ooh, wow. That was a really strong message. That's not for all of you. For the rest of you, it's just that this person, you know, you might have they might have very codependent tendencies, and or when it comes to like love and emotion, they sometimes assume the worst instead of assuming the best. You know what I'm saying? Even though they could be surrounded by love, surrounded by happiness, comfort, you know, patience, they still may go to this devil energy here. I feel like they want to be triumphant over this. They want to be the one that triumphs over things that pull them down, and so that they can reconnect or stay connected with their emotional fulfillment. And I feel like this person is working on building up their confidence during this time frame as well, and their temper, to be quite honest with you. They might be a little bit on the defensive, Leo, you know, but there's going to be balance brought to this situation, and it's almost like this person feels somewhat justified in the way that they're behaving, you know, because they have had to really push themselves or work really hard to get where they're at or to get to this point. And so they feel like a justification here in sharing with you when they want to share with you, and then pulling back when they want to pull back. And it could be a heavy energy on their side, because it's like this person goes from feeling victorious, and I have a song in my head, and I've gotten the song before you before, Leo. I'm victorious, victorious, got a chance to start again. I was born for this, born for this. It's Victorious by Macklemore, I think. Yeah, this person wants to be victorious here and is open up. They're opening up a little bit, but then they shut back down. And then they open up again. And then they shut back down. And then they go completely silent. And they're trying to find balance within themselves. Trying to find temperance. And at the same time, they don't feel bad about closing themselves off when they need to, because they feel justified in doing it. It's almost like, you know, I feel like this person is like, well, I need to protect my energy, you know, so I'm sorry that you don't like that, but that's what I need to do, you know. And I feel like, Leo, you're over here, you know, allowing that, because you're like, you know, fine, you're right, you know, you're right. Go ahead. I'm going to stand over here. I'm going to sit over here and, you know, do what I need to do. Focus on me. Expand myself. Okay? Because I want to be victorious over this situation, or I'm going to be. Six of Swords, yeah. So I do sense emotional distance here. Okay. I'm really on both sides to some degree or another. It's so crazy because the overall energy is so positive for you, Leo. It really is. It really is. And I feel kind of like a protectiveness nature here, which you are, Leo, so you're very protective, right? I feel like a protection here, because your energy is positive. So it's like, you know, I feel like if you had a literal sword and there was negative energy around you, you'd be like, shing, shing, shing. It's my great acting skills. Hey. You know what I'm saying? Like, this guy, that's you. Because it's like, I have planted my seeds and I'm ready to expand. This person over here, they may bring you a great deal of emotional fulfillment, or have in the past, you know. but they're also a complex cookie. You know what I'm saying? So they have a tendency to overextend and then not extend at all. You know, overgive and then not give at all. And so I feel like this person is going into this energy where they're going to be quietly holding on and emotionally being somewhat distant, because they're trying to make a decision here on what needs to change in their life and what needs to change in their mind and their heart to better balance out this energy. Because to be honest with you, it's a bit bipolar over here, you know, not diagnosing anyone, but for this time period, it's like, you know, the walls go up with this person. And like I said, they feel justified in it because they feel like that's how they regain their balance. This could be someone that requires alone time, you know, and that's not a bad thing. Now, Leo, you are more of an extrovert sign, so you don't always understand people that need to be closed off or alone, at least to this degree that this person does it. You know, that may confuse you. But I feel like for this person, there's someone that requires that in order to, you know, get a hold of themselves, really. So interesting read, Leo. I'm wishing you the victorious energy for sure. Could be dealing with Scorpio, Capricorn, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, Pisces, Cancer, yep, those are the predominant Tauruses on the bottom of the deck. Those are the predominant zodiac signs I see. But because it's a general reading, you could be dealing with any zodiac sign. Keep that in mind, please. And also, if you're interested, you can now become a member. Well, you can subscribe for free, and please do subscribe, but for an additional nominal fee, you can also become a member and get additional readings, private live chats with me. It's more of an intimate setting, okay? If you're interested, that's what the blue join button is for. Otherwise, you can check out my Facebook, my Instagram. I have another YouTube where I just kind of do vlogs and talks, and you can check that out as well. It's all linked down below. If you click the little arrow underneath my video, it'll pull that box open. You can click on all the links there. And you can click into my merchandise by clicking on that pink hoodie, and it'll take you into my shop. Right now it's $15 off using the promo code TTWD off of any of the merchandise listed. Wishing you the very best and happy holidays. Till next time, Leo. Namaste.